Hey, this is Sheldon Hodges, and this is how I ended up being in a NASCAR wreck. So this is how it goes. My dad and I have been racing for a while, so we had our helmets. We've been racing locally, just in parking lots, doing little races and road racing in Utah. Then we ended up having a friend from Boy Scouts. He was telling us about the track locally and that it was pretty much free to run if you did good. So it was a lot cheaper than traveling to go racing. The only problem was we'd need cars. After about a year of this and watching him race, finally we decided we were going to race with him at Meridian Speedway. We only had 2 months before the racing season started, so we decided we only had time to build one car. So that, of course, was going to be for my dad. We found on Copart, wrecked car, a Honda Prelude, and we built that from the ground up, totally ourselves, so it was built really well. We bought my car, mostly done, for pretty cheap. So yeah, we both had cars. We were working on those for 2 months straight. It was pretty intense. Finally comes down to race season. So we go to a practice and my engine blows up. So that really stunk. But we had a friend who loaned us an engine for the car, so I was back in it. So the next race, my dad's engine blew up. So we ended up having BK Industries, which is one of our sponsors, help us build an engine. So at this point, we swapped the engine in that. So this build just went to where we thought we might as well do it right and make it fast. So because we didn't spend very much time on my car, it was just so slow, and I lost every race, almost last place. The only time I wasn't last place is if there was a car that broke down. And that was so annoying for me. I hate when I lose. I hate it. I can't stand it. So this was really hard for me. So eventually I just said, you know what? I'm not winning. I'll just watch you race. I was saying this to my dad. He said, you know what? For today, you can drive my car and see what it's like. So I was excited at this point. I was going to get to drive my dad's car and prove to everyone that I can actually drive. So it's race day. Always exciting, but today's especially exciting because I get to drive my dad's car. My hot laps weren't the greatest, so I got put in the B heat. The B heat came around. I started at the front right position. It ends up, my radio got unplugged, so everyone just started going, so then I just mashed the gas. It ends up, I was able to win that race. So this was insane for me. I just got to win one of the races. So I'm super excited that I just won this race, but there's one more thing. There was still the main event left. So I was super excited about this, and I totally wanted to win. This is a 25 lap race. 25. So 5 laps in, I worked my way up to first place. This was insane. I was so excited. About 15 laps later, there's 5 laps left, and I am in first place still. So at this point, I am ultra excited. You know, I'm just having fun out there. I'm just driving my guts out, just driving, and preparing my victory speech all at the same time because I was so ready to win. I was so hyped up. Liat, Pro Motabilit, Fastway Performance, Sheldon Hodges Performance, Graphic Works, Liat Neck Braces, BK Industries, and all, there's a lot of them. So like you have to plan ahead. So I'm planning all these in my mind. I started going around a few corners. And in the corners, the cars start cutting out. I was like, no, I can't be out of gas. This is terrible. As second and third place are catching up, my car's dying in the corners. Second and third place are really starting to catch up now. So the car's dying in the corners, and I'm like, there's no way I'm running out of gas. First place in the main event. But I just keep driving. So I'm on the straight, just full throttle. I come into the corner, braking, and I hit the gas, and it starts redlining, and the car's not moving. So I shift to third and fourth as I'm going through the corner, and then second place just rams my back end. So I turn this way and I'm sliding. I'm sliding sideways down the track, and I'm holding it, and then something went wrong, whipped this way, and I'm pointed straight at the concrete wall. I was just scared. I yelled for a quarter of a second and hit the wall. And then we kind of just everywhere. I went for the brake. I tried to counter steer. Nothing worked. So after my impact, the track crew came over and made sure I didn't have a concussion, asked me questions, then hauled me out in a Razor. Then I went to the ambulance, got checked out there. He made sure I could feel my legs. Movie reference. But we came into the pits, and the guy that hit me was gone, nowhere to be found. So after about a half hour, we decided to go visit my mom and sisters who were in the audience. On our way there is literally a 2-foot aisle that you have to walk through to get there. And here comes the dude who hit me, coming the other way in the aisle. Yeah, we had some words with him, and then we went and visited my family. It ends up the car's totaled at this point. Just to let you know how bad this wreck was, my tire marks are on the guy's hood who hit me. I hit the wall at about a 45-degree angle, and the car just hopped in the air. I'm pretty sure all 4 wheels were off the ground, just in the air like this. So that was pretty scary. I think I probably hit the wall doing about 40 miles an hour. So that was a little shocking. Luckily for me, I was using this Liat neck brace. So you're held into the seatbelt over these, and so when you go forward, these leashes right here catch you. So my neck wasn't able to extend a ton. So that probably helped me to not break my neck when I hit. So I was lucky for that. All right, so that's what we pretty much knew the first day. But since then, we've actually gained some more information. One of the things that we figured out is that the car started going to the right into the wall because the right front tire locked up. There is one skid mark all the way to the wall. One skid mark, and it was the front right tire. So because of that, the whole car just shifted right after I was sliding the other way. And that's why I ended up cutting up in front of the guy who hit me and how I got the tire marks on his hood. All right, so you can watch right here, the skid mark leading all the way up to the wall. So let's look at the video of when I crashed. My GoPro battery died, so I didn't have the video from inside my car, but this is a video of the GoPro from a few cars behind me. This is my mom and my 2 sisters when I wrecked. In the end, we're all okay for the most part. The car's totally dead. Sad day. But on the bright side, I don't have to work on it anymore, so there's kind of a bright side there. Thank you to anyone who actually stayed this long in the video. It seems like whenever I edit, I find what's wrong and I learn how to edit way better and how I need to record differently and a lot better. But by the end of the time of editing, I am not gonna quit the video after 10 hours of work. So thanks for making it this far. Make sure to just give it a like and see you in the next video. Bye.